It's past 5 in the morning. I've been up all night trying to give birth to this video with very little success. It turns out that trauma is a very strange and unique vehicle. When I was 11 and a half years old, my father died unannounced, unanticipated, of a bowel obstruction. I was 11 and a half. My sisters were much too young. My mother worked nights. She worked for Jewish people in the day. I was immediately conscripted to be the family chef. I cooked my first Thanksgiving meal with all the fixings, with her instructions on the phone, calling from work. Thanksgiving meal, a full Thanksgiving meal, everything. Those are very difficult times. During all of that, all the things that happened to Shendel Batsheva and myself, the hate crimes, the RICO I uncovered, going to the FBI twice, given how bad things had gotten, the St. Francis office in Wisconsin. One of those times, my child, Shendel Batsheva, went with us, making us both federal whistleblowers. Things that were happening to us would shock the conscious. Notwithstanding, when you're suffering from dissociative amnesia, the full impact of your son's passing becomes like immediate. It reawakened things that I thought I had settled, that I thought I had taken care of when I was younger. He reactivated things that were much beyond me, and Aurora denied me proper, viable medical care. So I've had to do this very much on my own. It's the consequence of when you tell. I have 4 incredible daughters, 2 of which are my sons, but biblically that makes all 4 of them my daughter. I have every intention of being legally and otherwise introduced into their lives. I'm going to reclaim all that has been lost. And I have walked through my place, through my residence, so that they at least can see an aspect of me. Which is why I parade around, so they say, okay, this is what he likes, this is what he does, this is how he sees his world, to the extent that a video can do that. But they need to know, and this is something I haven't ever addressed with anyone. I saw my son as incredible. I saw him as someone who transcended me. I was incredibly proud of him in every regard. I found no faults in him whatsoever. He loved who he loved for his reasons. And I found him to be a grand father, and have every reason to believe he was a grand husband as well. I have still not gotten over his passing. So, notwithstanding, I want to say Gute Woche to Shendel Batsheva, Leah Nicole, Rachel, and Sarah. Because as much as the world may have stood still for me, I may be somewhat frozen in time. I'm sure with children, life does not stop, notwithstanding whatever is going on. I would say to each and every one of them, to Shendel Batsheva, and Leah Nicole, and Rachel and Sarah, hug yourselves for me. I have every anticipation of being introduced into your lives. Spontaneous grieving had its throes, and the last thing you needed was a grown man who would just burst out in tears. But that seems to have abated with time now. And there are some people that have done some very, very incredibly vicious things that I guess it's my job. I mean, being a Jew is what I signed up for, to do something about it. So you guys can expect one way, shape, or form, with or without permissions, that I'm going to be introduced back into your life. I don't know how abrupt it's going to be. I don't know when it's going to be. But as the Lord liveth, it's going to be. For those members of my community who are always kind to Shendel and I thank you wholeheartedly. And for those people in the community who made our lives difficult, who perpetrated those hate crimes and visited all those incredibly unconscionable things that would shock the conscience on us, on Shendel and I, that you think are hidden. I've been reviewing those tape recordings, and I'm getting my memory back. It's not going to be my word against yours. It's going to be your words, your telephone conversations, your letters, all those things that I recorded. We're going to revisit this stuff. But in the meantime, I mean, this is a season where people, particularly Jews, are expecting to be free. My God has not let me down yet. I expect to be free too.